You find the stick placement very awkward on PS controllers? I didn't find the stick placement too bad on them. It was mainly the front triggers and things that I found, or the front buttons, the most awkward. But again, yeah, we're all built differently or have different needs and wants, so... I will say, though, it's a lot easier to use an Xbox controller on a PC than a PlayStation controller. So I used to play Oblivion with a PlayStation controller, and or maybe it was a PS3 controller. I can't remember, whatever it was. And you have to download a bloody bit of software. Is it Motion Joy you use to try and configure it? And it was buggy and a pain in the ass. But Xbox controllers just work. So that's another reason why I prefer them as well. So, did we unlock anything? No. After all that flipping weaving, that was production XP. That had to be production XP. Come on. Come on. We can't be far off. That barely moved. Okay, that's highly annoying. So you're going to get a screen in the dark now, I'm afraid, as I go to make this. We're making HUDs. We're making 37 HUDs. And if this doesn't level me up, I don't know what will. Oh my god. These are 18-second crafts? Come on, folks. Keep talking. Keep throwing some subjects at me. You're going to get a black screen for the next 10 minutes. Hey, Spartan. Nice to see you. How's it going? Oh, I was looking at Spartan online earlier. Probably not what you suddenly thought. I was looking at apple trees, actually. So, well, I mean, this is like a very tenuous link. Just your name, something to talk about for a minute as we watch this black screen in the background. Yeah, looking at varieties of apple trees to plant in the garden for next year. And Spartan was one that came up, but I haven't tried them. So, what are the planned games for the next little bit? So, just in case you missed what I said earlier, the rest of the week I'll be taking off streaming. And then, probably starting on Monday, I should have everything done by then. Maybe throwing something on at the weekend. I'll be either going straight into Hearts of Iron 4, the France playthrough, or I'll be looking at Age of Empires 4. I'm not sure which I'll do first yet. Probably Age of Empires, because I think it'll be possibly shorter. But then Hearts of Iron 4 is not a long game. I can rattle a campaign off in a few streams. So, do one of those, two. And then we've got some other stuff we can look at after that. It depends what else comes out and is released. But there's the Pathfinder RPG series to look at some point. There is Star Sand, which is published by the same people who do this. So I don't know how similar it's going to be. It's a survival game. It looks like a Dune rip-off, but it's based in it's obviously based in a desert planet where people have blue eyes and there are giant sandworms. But it's not anything to do with Dune, obviously. Just happens to be going into early access around the time the movie was released. Complete coincidence, I'm sure, of all those features. But it's like a survival type game like this. So I might take a quick look at that. It is only in early access, though. What else? What else? Other games. I have Days Gone, which is... it's been out a while now, but it's a game I really want to play. So we will look at that. I'd love to do another Crusader Kings 3 playthrough at some point. But I'm not desperate to rush towards that one. I have other things to go in first. And I picked up a game called the Grand Tactician on Steam last week as well. It's a grand strategy American Civil War game with elements... You get to control the battles as well if you want some of them, which looks Total War style, but it's a lot more... is hardcore the right word? Simulation style of battle perhaps is the right way to think of it. It's not like an easily gameable one like the Total War stuff. It's a bit of a janky game. It needs a lot of work on it yet. So I don't know. I might stream that. I don't know how much interest would be in it. Enjoying the new Halo? Cool. Oh, speaking of Xboxes and consoles and PlayStations and stuff, I think it's now official. I read a thing on Twitter earlier. It looked like it has been officially announced that the Elder Scrolls 6 game, the next Skyrim, is going to be Xbox and PC only. not PlayStation, which will be a shame, because I know there's a lot of fans of Elder Scrolls stuff on PlayStations, and I don't particularly like it when games are platform exclusive. I know it's a selling point for things, and it's all to do with marketing and business and money, but I mean, there's like loads of Sony games, or sorry, games on the Sony platform on PlayStation that I would love to play but can't. Some of them are slowly making it the way over to PC, which is great news. But there's still games like Ghost of Tsushima, which I'd love to play but can't. So yeah, it's good news that PC and Xbox gamers are going to get Elder Scrolls 6, but it's sad for PlayStations, unfortunately. And like I say, I'm not overjoyed ever to hear that something's going to be platform exclusive. I've got friends asking me to go and play multiplayer on Halo. Actually, I think one of them's words were, download Halo now and come and get your ass kicked by a superior boss or something. Something he said, I don't know. You get the gist of what he meant. Such a very enticing invitation. With a few exceptions, Microsoft announced all Xbox One games are now released on PC as well, starting after Halo 5. You hope the new Elder Scrolls isn't another Fallout 76-like disaster. That was awful, wasn't it? I mean, I know all the Elder Scrolls games are quite sort of janky, is probably the kindest way to put it on release. With loads of bugs, and sometimes years down the line, still loads of bugs. But they are nice worlds, and they are good fun. I do like them. Fallout 76 was utterly awful. But I mean, like, Bethesda doesn't have the monopoly anymore on making broken games at release. Who saw what happened with the GTA trilogy, the recent release of that? Oh my god, you should look at some of the screenshots and the video of that. It's supposed to be a GTA remastered trilogy. It is absolutely horrendous. So bad so that I think it's been removed from sale, and Rockstar are giving refunds. This is Rockstar, people who make GTA 5 and Red Dead. I mean, Red Dead was a really nicely finished game and polished, and yes, bugs, but oh man, for something that's supposed to be remastered, this trilogy's looked absolutely horrific. So someone has really dropped the ball on that, deciding to release it in its state. They added it back already? Really? Ooh, there was some bad stuff in there. I don't know. Whoever signed off on that, saying, yeah, this is ready for release. This looks good. This is an improvement on what, a 15-year-old game. I think they should be shown the door with a foot up their arse to help them on their way out of it. I'm not blaming the developers. I mean, it's not developed right, but I'm blaming the guy or girl or person or team who said, this is ready, let's sell it. That decision was the wrong one. So I hate it when games do this. I hate it. It's one thing if they were giving it away free, or if you give something out free, or if it's a free-to-play game and it's just not ready, because people who've tried it haven't lost anything at that point. But when you sell a product and it is so badly finished that it is not actually fit for sale, that really annoys me. It'd be like buying a house off someone and then being given the keys to find that there's no doors and windows and the stairs haven't been put in. But anyway, I hope more and more games, or fewer and fewer games, are platform exclusive. And it's nice to see PlayStation games making it over onto the PC. Like, I had loads of fun playing Horizon Zero Dawn, which I wouldn't have otherwise got to play. So, stuff like that is always welcome over here. They were quite fun games, those GTA games, as I remember playing. I don't know if I played all of them. They're in the trilogy, but I played some. I didn't have them. I played them at a friend's house on his PlayStation. We had a hell of a lot of fun on that. Yeah, it's nice that Xbox games are coming to PC as well. That is quite nice, as an Xbox is essentially a PC. Very similar. Lots of similarities between the two. Are we made... Oh, we haven't made these HUDs yet. I've pulled an all-nighter making HUDs in this game. That is slow stuff. This better give me a ton of XP. Either way, I think I'm done with production after this. Because I can't possibly sit through more of these. Imagine grinding these for 8,000 XP to unlock the last building. I've got to say though, Game Pass has been a really good buy for me. It's worked out really well. This is on Game Pass, I think. Pretty sure it is, or was on PC, that is. But I've played some great games I would never have otherwise tried, like Plague Tale Innocence, Deliverers the Moon. I had Gears Tactics. No, I was maybe given a key for that. Can't remember. That's on Game Pass now, I think. But I think I was actually given a key for that one from the developer or publisher. Yeah. Oh, Crusader Kings 3. I haven't actually bought that, which is why I'm reluctant to go and play it again, because I want to get some of the DLC, but I don't want to buy it because my base game is just through Game Pass, and I don't know that I want to buy it on the Microsoft Store. I think I can get it cheaper elsewhere. If it would come to GOG, that would be brilliant. I could get it for free then. But so far, it has not. Neither did Hearts of Iron 4, which is a shame. What I'm also interested in, actually, is GeForce Now, NVIDIA's streaming service, or game streaming service. Now, if they produce an Xbox app, that would be the chef's kiss, mwah, for me, because then my kids could play all my huge library of Steam games on the Xbox. It would be perfect. You can kind of do it now, but you do it through a web browser. And I don't know if there's all the support for the controls and everything that there needs to be for it. So it's in beta. But if they produce an actual Xbox app that worked integrated and with the controllers, that would be fantastic. It really would. You think exclusives are necessary to sell hardware? You prefer that type of business over unfinished and uninspired games? There's plenty of those. Yes. Uninspired games, like most of the sports games of recent years. Right. If I come off this station, this should say I've unlocked. No. You are hang on. You've got to be joking. You have got to be joking. 5,429. No, sorry, it's the wrong one. That didn't give me a lot of XP. Holy crap. Hang on, let me scroll up Twitch chat a minute. What were we on earlier when I was asking people to keep an eye on this? 2273, I think. So with everything that we've produced since, we've managed to put up 130. Ah, no way, that's ridiculous. I don't even want to grind out another 100. I'm going to let the NPCs grind it out for me. If we get a market stall today, brilliant. I'm not sitting there I'm not grinding another 7,500 experience to unlock the tavern like that. That's just insane. I don't know how other people have done it without going mad. That's awful. I genuinely think that is awful. I do like the lights though. The lights are very good. Did we... I didn't see anyone in the village. They've probably gone to bed now. Probably looking for a kid with horse hoof prints on his head. Lost somewhere. Anyone here? But it's a long way to get to my town square. Nope. Looks nice. Shame you can't just level out ground. I mean, look at this. I put this table on this really bad piece of unlevel ground. I mean, I've got a spade. Why can't I just come and level that out? It would be ideal. And look at that. That's another one. They don't quite connect with the floor. Actually, you can't tell from that side because of shadow. But you can from that angle. Not that that bothers me, but it'd be nice to have it so you could flatten it. You should have like a flattening tool, I think, to level out, or at least put it on the same gradient as the rest of the villages there. Tell you what, that lantern's really helpful so I can see where I'm going now. I'll tell you what's hammering a nail into the coffin of PC gaming at the moment, and that is the cost of flipping video cards. I was absolutely gobsmacked. That's not available. Oh, crap. Can we do it now? Sleep till next season. No! Why can't I do it now? I don't want to play the last day of this. Oh, it's telling me I've got no choice. I have to. That's a shame. Right, I'll go and get some... I'll go and get some food and some water, and we'll go and sell all these woolen hoods we've produced. And then we'll see if we can't skip through the next season, because I just want to do this King's Quest now. Yeah, prices of video cards. Oh my god, I went and looked. And availability. It's not just the price, it's the fact that they're really hard to get one. If one of my... I'm really lucky, actually. I have a spare video card that a client gave me on the assumption that it didn't work. They'd already replaced theirs. It's only a 1650 Ti, so it's nothing special. But they sent it back to EVGA saying it didn't work. They got it back, put it in their PC, still couldn't get it to work, so bought a new one anyway, and gave me this one. The idea was I'd just test it out, but he said he didn't want it back. And it seems to work absolutely fine, so I'm lucky. If one of my main cards in these machines goes, I have something I could put in. It would be like a stopgap thing, but it means I could carry on streaming and recording and everything. But if I needed something like a 3060, 3070, 3080, they're just really hard to get hold of, and the prices are obscene. Like it was it nearly 800 quid for a 3060? A 3060? That's just crazy money. I was looking on eBuyer for that, so they might be cheaper elsewhere, but I just couldn't believe it. What am I looking for in here? Something to eat. So let me get some white bread. I will take 6 of those. And then we'll go and... I've got a load of stuff rotting. Interesting that water doesn't go off. 138 pairs. Let me take all those out of there. I'll dump it in the rot section of this place. Let me put them down. Oh, I've eaten one. That was the wrong one. I always press the wrong button when I come to do that. Some slightly rotten pear. Right, we'll go and sell all those hoods to that lady who sold us the wool. It'll be interesting to see if we can make a profit doing that, because if we can, then it makes sense to buy all the wool every time and convert it. So yeah, I had been hoping that this year would be the year that I pick up a 30 series card, so we can start turning on and evaluating and assessing ray tracing effects and stuff in games. And also, there's some slight benefits to the video encoding when recording off it, which would have been nice. It might have saved me a bit of space, or... I don't think it's going to be an issue with the quality. Having said that, though, if it does improve quality, I can turn down the settings for the same standard, and therefore save space. So that would have been a nice bonus, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Then again, I don't know that the situation's ever going to improve price-wise and availability-wise of these things. So we shall have to wait for a suitable opportunity. He is dangerously waving that about. Have I upset him? Did I try to flirt with his wife? I cannot guarantee that I have not. Matilda! Stop right there.
How are you?
Stop waltzing past.
My wares never disappoint.
7 grand. Okay, we're going... Did you... You don't replenish the wool, do you? No. That's only at the end of the season. Let me get rid of 37 hoods. Selling for quite a lot. Nice! We got the 37 grand back. So... And we've got 8 hoods spare. So whether we made a huge profit, I don't really know. Because I had some of my own wool and materials back anyway. But if you wanted to, you could convert cash for XP in that way. This XP grind, it's totally... I don't know. I still feel like I must be missing something because it has completely killed off my... I won't say enjoyment of the game, but my incentive to see the end of it, to get the tavern built and the other buildings. Because I don't want to sit there staring at black screens like that, grinding stuff. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be something else. Daggerbert, come here. Come and buy.
My wares never disappoint.
Come and buy my crap. Thank you. Oh, that's him. That's him.
Have a good day.
Sold out. Was there another vendor here? There is, but I think I've already taken all the money off her. It's Kinga, I think. Alright, see you later, Cringe. Go and have some fun on your shiny new PS5.
Hello there.
Hope you have a good time with that. Any
Only the
cash?
best products here.
No. Okay. Right then. Farewell.
See you soon.
The geometric growth of the experience required for each level seems too rough, unless the devs expect you to enjoy just the immersion. Well, the immersion would be great. I'd feel quite immersed if I could build a tavern. I would love that, because then that would be like the cornerstone of the village, wouldn't it? It would look fantastic. Now that we've got the seating area and stuff there, and the villagers are using it, we've got the lights on. It just needs a tavern to go in front, and the thing would look magnificent and immersive. Also, I know someone was arguing with me on this about the crafting, and I was saying, well, the option when you start a new game, there is an option to tick, by the way, so that you can do one crafting action and it will create the entire stack. So if I wanted to create 200 hoods, add the materials for it, I could do that. But you have to tick that option when you generate the game, when you start the game up. Or start a new game, I should say. So I can't turn it on now. And people were saying, well, why would you want to do that? It breaks the immersion and destroys the realism. And I was thinking about the realism argument. And it's like, when you're cooking, okay, in this, you'll do like one thing at a time. If I was doing a barbecue for 8 people, I wouldn't do 8 sausages one at a time and lay one on, wait till it was finished, then give it to someone and cook the next one on. You'd chuck it all on at once. Or a big pot of stew. You'd have to do 20 portions all at once. So the realism thing isn't the thing. You should be able to do batches, I think. But then now that this is in the game, that you can turn it on, it's there for people who wish to use it. And I would have used it, I think. It kind of negates the need for as many staff if you can suddenly do like 1,500 wheat to flour at the press of one button. I don't know, but certainly makes some of the long, boring grinds easier. Could use a proto tavern. You used to, in early access, you got the tavern a lot earlier. But it was like maybe tavern level 1. And you could level it up, I think. Like you can with the other things. Woodshed 2 and 3 and all the rest of it. But, yeah, you got the tavern earlier. But, oh, man. And look at this. I'd need another 1,000 XP to go from here to here. And all I'd be doing was just grinding stuff out. I can't even make iron stuff until I've done another 2 levels. That's over. I need to generate more than twice as much XP before I can make iron tools as I have earned in the entire game to date from starting. I don't see how they've calculated these numbers and thought this is sensible. And yet I know other players have managed to unlock these things and do it. So that's why I wonder if I've missed something somewhere. So I don't know. Do you get the normal amount of XP? From that option, Mysel? Yes, I think so. Because I went in and looked at it as if I was starting a new game earlier today. And I hovered the mouse over and it didn't say anything about reduced XP. It just says build an entire stack of items with one crafting cycle action. So it sounds like you do. If you didn't, then I think the game would be impossible. Because you'd never level stuff up. In the production and crafting and stuff. You'd never get it leveled up. Batches should still progress time quite a bit faster based on how much you're making at once. Batches would be good. I think that would be a good thing. But anyway, it's this. And when you get to the tavern, right, there's 25 schemes available to purchase. But at that point, there's loads of things you could craft there, but the XP is wasted because there is nothing beyond the tavern. That's why I think that should come further up. It'll give you these, or some of them, and it'll give you stuff to start crafting in the meantime. But to get all the way up there, I'm not even like a quarter of the way through it after all these hours of streaming. All I'm going to do is grind hoods, bread. I can't make iron tools. It is a proper grind. Anyway, enough of that whinging. Let's see if we can skip through to the new season. I just want to sleep and get the new season going. And then we will go and take on a king's quest. So yeah, I'd love to speak to the devs and say, what is the reasoning behind this? Why have you made it so that it's like so hard to go all the way up this tree, or it takes so much effort? I still can't do that for 9 hours. What do I do for 9 hours? Should I build something? We probably have space to recruit some more villagers. You think the game's built around the one animation setting now? Well, I don't know. I don't know when that came in. See, I don't know if that XP was all predetermined, you know, the XP grind was determined before that came in or not, or whether it was determined after that came in which case that would certainly have a big influence on how much XP was needed if they wanted to slow it down. Oh, my my headphone controller thing, this thing just fell off. Let's take a little look at the map. So I could go to Branniker and pick up a quest. No quests down there that I can see. Where is the King's Quest thing? Does it say? The Herald. It doesn't currently show. Let's go and talk to a member of staff. Do you know, Manfred, where I can find the vendors? Back. Thank you, that's all I wanted to know. Not going to show me.
Have a good day.
So I thought, and I did have one of these on the map. I had a symbol for this on the map. They were either there or there. I think it was Zerica. I can't remember, though. Let's go and take a look at the food in the kitchen. There might be something. I think I've got some spare meat in here, actually. I'll take this with me. There might be something I can try and craft. Nope, I thought I had some. I must have picked it up. Let's go and see what the situation with food is. If there was enough eggs, I could make a lot of bread. What have we got then? Let me see. See, I can grow all the cherries and all the fruit, which looks nice. I like the orchards in the game. I'm not going to make a lot of bread. I don't have enough eggs. That's a shame. I could do like 1,000,000 units of meat. Right, I've got raw meat, I've got roasted meat, I've got onions. Do we have cabbages? Why do I not have cabbages? I have a suspicion, you know, that I have messed up my trees. I've not used cabbages in a long time. So field 1, it is set to be... Alright, cabbages are set to go ahead there, but who's eating my cabbages? Field 2, flax. Is this field 1? Wait, I picked the cabbages last time. Is somebody making something with them? Let me just check. If I go into the kitchen. What have I got it set to produce? Is on roasted meat and white bread. And nothing else. So, who's stolen the cabbages? So I don't think villagers have started eating them. If I put them in the barn, I might have done something silly. Nope.